I honestly don't think anybody else could have given me a harder time about my hair than you guys. Hey guys, this is TekGeekHD here again with another video, and if you guys have watched my desk tour video which I put out not too long ago, you might have noticed something different about it from the videos preceding it, and that is the fact that desk tour featured my old Apple 27-inch Thunderbolt display. Now the videos following actually had my new monitor, the LG34UC87C, which is a ridiculously long and complicated name for a monitor that is absolutely brilliant. I have enjoyed every moment of using this monitor ever since I bought it and sold the 27-inch Thunderbolt display, which, by the way, I hadn't had for too long. It's less than a year of my ownership. But I got a really good deal on this from a friend of mine, so I did buy it used, but it's pretty much brand new. It's been working great for me ever since I bought it. And some of the reasons that I bought it are very well explained in a video that Ron Perita from Techno Buffalo made about his concerns with Apple not really focusing on their pro user base. And I think that I entirely empathized with the feelings that he expressed, and I think that that's an excellent video to go watch if you guys would like to understand what I was thinking when I bought this monitor. And I've linked it down there in the description of this video if you guys would like to go ahead and take a look. I recommend it. It's a very interesting video and something that I think a lot of my audience is going to understand and empathize with as well. Now that being said, I have absolutely loved my LG Ultrawide monitor since the minute that I bought it. Not for a moment did I think of looking back and going back to the 27-inch Thunderbolt display or any other monitor for that matter. With the price that this comes at, it's a little bit pricey, but I think you can definitely get a lot of good deals on it now since it's been out for a while. But the 34UC87C is an absolutely brilliant monitor. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and get straight on into the review and tell you guys why I think so. So let's actually start with the size of the display. Now, first off, this is actually a 34-inch monitor as indicated by the 34 in the name 34UC87C, but the 34 inches are actually spread across this really wonderful ultra-wide display. It actually comes in at a resolution of 3840 by 1440, which means it gives you a ton of extra horizontal space, which is absolutely wonderful if you're someone like me who does a lot of media editing, post-processing, and has a lot of multiple windows open at the same time. This means you can have all of your content and data available right up and ready to go on one display instead of having to like go through multiple displays, multiple desktops on the Mac, or actually have actual physical multiple monitors on your computer or on your desk, which I think is really nice because it adds to the efficiency of the productivity of a workflow. The colors on the monitor are actually also really accurate. I think I really love the way that it comes calibrated from the factory. It's not particularly overly saturated and all the colors look pretty natural and unedited, which I think is one of the nicest things about this monitor. But you also have a lot of fine control, which I think is really important. The monitor has inbuilt speakers. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good for what you're paying for. The stand is also pretty nice. Now, some of these monitors have a tendency to lean a little bit to the left. Mine doesn't do that, and I'm pretty happy that it doesn't, but some of them do. The stand overall is pretty nice. It's made out of metal. The base is metal reinforced with plastic. It has a pretty good degree of tilt, and it also does have a height adjustment, which I think is pretty nice. Now the monitor is also curved, which I think adds to this really interesting experience that a lot of people only need to be able to actually experience this, and then will they understand the sense of immersion that even a slight curve like this brings to the table. It's really nice, especially when you're watching movies in high resolution. I actually watched the entire Martian on this display, and it was absolutely brilliant with those colors and having it in full resolution in ultra wide, the 21:9 aspect ratio, in which most movies are actually filmed in. Now the curve isn't too noticeable, and you start to find out that it kind of like disappears into the immersion while you're using the monitor, but on the whole it doesn't get in the way in anything, and it doesn't really tend to distort anything, which I think is really nice. It just gives this general sense of immersion into the display, and I know I've used that word a lot, but that's generally how I like to describe it. On the whole, the monitor is really nice. It's very big, bright, colorful. The brightness is adjustable. It has this little nub at the bottom, kind of like a joystick, which is how you navigate through the menus in it's fairly intuitive and I haven't had any problems with it like I used to back in the old days when I had an old Dell monitor. But generally I think I've really enjoyed using this monitor so far. That's been it. It does have two USB 3.0 ports at the back as well, which is nice, which is one of the things that I was absolutely missing on the Thunderbolt display. I think having a USB 3 instead of having 3 USB 2.0 ports is actually much more useful, and I don't mind giving up one of the ports. Either way, that has actually been it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the review, please do remember to leave it a thumbs up, and for more videos, please do remember to subscribe to the channel. Again guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.